Welcome to 2025. Is it just me, or does it feel a little bit weird in saying that? I remember being in high school, last year high school, 1997, and we're just talking about it being the year 2000 and how crazy it sounded, saying the year 2000 in a few years' time, what will we say? And now it's 2025, what's that, 28 years ago? I am 46, if you must know, if you're curious, you probably don't care. And we're going to make this year a little bit of a year where we try and get our reselling business a little bit further advanced, I guess. Obviously, it's a side hustle for me, but still, we like to have a little bit of Kaizen, which is Japanese for continuous improvement. But first, before that, we're just going to show you a little bit of what I did during the summer on my holidays. We went away a little bit, did a few fun things, made a little bit of improvements to the business. So I'll show you what we did. And so last year, you may remember, we put in this office. Just needs a render, and it's pretty much complete. So again, reselling pretty much paid for the office. There's a bit of a squeeze, a bit of Aboriginal art. Got a nice mounted TV up, more Aboriginal art. Table. So it's a nice little room. And again, as I keep saying, property goes up. So we're adding to our equity in this room. And another change, we have moved our video game bookcase, whatever you want to call it. Got our video games, or most of them there. Have got a lot more to list, but that's okay. Got them in bundles for the most part. And we've also got some shelving. We're going professional in 2025. And obviously shelving will make things a little bit more organized. So that's pretty cool. And this year for Christmas, we went to my mum's property, which is in Warburton. And Warburton is about 70 kilometres east of Melbourne. Small little country town. And this is quite a large property. So you can see a lot of ferns, a lot of big gum trees. And today was quite hot. It was Boxing Day, and it was about 35 degrees. And there's this nice man-made bridge going through there. There's actually a river stream, which I'll show in a second, that goes through the property and flows into a bigger river stream upstream, I guess. You can see the gym. There is a gym actually towards the end of the bridge. And again, just got to be careful for those snakes out this way, because there's a lot of them. And that's the river. You can almost drink that water. And we also went to Red Hot Summer to see some of our favourite Aussie bands.
I'm so special today. Correct. To our politicians. No lies, no lies. Do it again. I said. No lies. And the wicked world.
All right, so again, a lot of improvements to the business already in 2025. Got that shelving, which is going to help me be a bit more organized. Got a little bit more stock growing, which is a good and bad issue, I guess. But we also are going to go on a thrift, because nothing's worse than watching these reselling channels and they're just showing you stuff, which you're not going on a thrift. They're talking to the camera. Boring. So today we are going to go on a thrift. I'm going to show you some of my pickups for the week. Cut it in between, just to, attention spans. Every reseller seems to have ADHD, so every couple of minutes we'll cut back and I'll show you some of my pickups. We'll go back to savers, show you my pickups. There you go. I'm catering for everyone's needs. But this year, 2025, we're going to try and, obviously we've got that main job, which brings in the annual leave, the super, the paychecks. But we're going to make this reselling a little bit more profitable on the side. Because, we've got this cost of living, or some people say cost of survival crisis at the moment. So let's get the savers and see some of the stuff we can actually find to sell for a profit. Let's get there. And we start our adventure in this glorious place. We enter those glorious doors to see some of the glorious, hopefully glorious things we can find. And we always tend to go to the box sets first. Lately, we found this Friends. All the cool kids like Friends at the moment. But unfortunately, the price on this was just a little bit too much. It wasn't being very friendly, so we put it back. Did have all the seasons, but that's not for us. Some of these globes go quite well, But unfortunately, this thing was just very unstable, and I'm not sure, probably needed a screw or two. I just couldn't be bothered selling it. It's not something I really deal with. But it was only like $8-9. It was a pretty big globe. That stuff can go all right. And we did find this Star Wars salt and pepper grinders, which we did pick up. It's about $12. Comped up okay. Didn't actually sell the sold price or listings, which is a bit of a mistake, but it was definitely listed for a bit of money on eBay. Richmond Premiership poster. Nah. See you later. We'll leave that there. And they had a lot of these Xbox VHS tapes. They had piles of them. So if you're an Xbox fan, could have got down here and just bought them all for $1 each. And there were heaps. Must have been the whole season. Not for us though. Alright, our first thing, like we normally do, we show you the video games, the media, the general knickknacks, all that sort of stuff. And that's what we're going to show you right now. And again, it was only me a few weeks back saying I'm not going to pick up VHS again. We picked up 3 horror ones last. I did make an exception. I did say I will pick up horror ones, so can't get me on that. But today, or this week, we picked up a Dragon Ball VHS, $1. Happy to pick that up every day of the week because this animation sort of stuff anime stuff does go quite well on eBay. Happy to pick that for $1, and that will sell for maybe $20, $1 to $20. That's what, 2,000% profit. We're taking that one. Next thing we picked up, again, I said I'm not going to pick up any hats because they're dirty, but we picked up this Wallabies, kind of like a khaki color hat, but it's actually quite new. It's Asics. It's quite a nice hat actually, and again, a little bit unique. It is the Wallabies, so rugby union stuff can go quite well. All Blacks and sometimes Wallaby stuff goes good, so we're picking up the hat. Next thing we picked up was Star Wars, and these are salt and pepper grinders. Didn't think anything of these, but I comped them up and they're listed at least. I didn't, okay, I should have probably looked up the selling price, but they're listed on eBay for about $110, and we got these for about $12. So again, I'm just taking some risks, buying different things. So I picked up the salt and pepper grinders, pretty much new in box, never used. Happy for that one. Another find we got was this G.I. Joe. Got a G.I. Joe figure. I think it's a remake or reproduction, which is okay. But again, cool find. It is a G.I. Joe, you can see there. It's like a street person, trooper or something, so we're happy to pick that one up. And the video games, we picked up Grand Theft Auto, we picked up Wii Sports, we picked up Gran Turismo, and we picked up Indiana Jones. So nothing too flash there. Video games, knick-knack, see you later. Cameras moving. Good old Pokemon. We found this book, the Handbook to the Galar region. I got no idea about Pokemon, but I'm sure there's some little nerd that would probably like this, but it wasn't for us. Just thought I'd show you. And speaking of Pokemon, they had these Pokemon slippers. How cool would you be wearing these in? Don't know what this guy is. He's Pikachu or something. I don't know what he actually is. Some sort of bug, I'm guessing. $4. Pretty cool, but not for us. We'll let someone else enjoy the Pokemon fun and collected them all, whatever it is. New Orleans Pelicans. Unfortunately, this was an Anthony Davis fake jersey. Still, again, not a very popular team. And you can tell there it's fake because it's got the pretty bad stitching and it's got all that fluffy stuff on the number or the lettering or the name. But this one was actually a real jersey. Chicago Bulls Adidas. This one is legit, but unfortunately the number, Dwayne Wade, when he played 1 or 2 years with the Bulls, that number is ripped off completely, so I'm not taking this one. And good old Jerry West, rest in peace. He died late last year. This is a fake as well, but it's a fairly unique fake. It's good old Jerry West, so we're picking that one up. And we got a little bit lucky with this one. Lucky to get this one. Thought it was Gary Ablett from a distance. For some reason, my head thought he was 5, but it wasn't his. Still good to get these low numbers. And this was a player-worn jumper, which is awesome. And it's a little bit different because it's a Shanghai match. And we picked up a polo. Big Bash League is currently in process of being played, so we did pick that one up. And always like the old vintage type, not really vintage, but old school NBL stuff. This is Dante Draper for the Kings. He was an import, played for him for about 3 or 4 years, I think. The Ford Falcon Fairlane Club jacket. This is what you need if you're in the Victorian Club member. But we didn't pick this one up. It's really just a jacket with the badge sewn to it. All right, now on to our jerseys. Something we're passionate about, something we do make quite a lot of money off. And that's what we're in the business for. We're in the business to make that money, that profit. We picked up a Damian Lillard NBA jersey, Portland Trail Blazers. Yes, it's been traded to the Bucks, but Portland fans, they love this guy. So again, happy to pick that one up. It's the first time I picked up this brand. Seen it quite a lot at Savers in the past. It's FJ, it's like a golf polo. Happy to pick these up now if they're cheap. You can get them for $5-6. FJ, good brand, okay brand. You'll get a bit of money for those. Savers had a 50% off day, and we managed to pick up our Richmond. We actually picked up 2 of these, our Richmond flannel shirts, new with tags, for half price. We're going to be picking that one up. And we also picked up another one. So 2 Richmond flannels, both new with tags. AFL season's not too far away. Thank you very much for picking that one up. This one's a little bit of a unique item. I think it's a fake, but again, it's a unique fake. It's a Jerry West. So Jerry West, he's on the NBA logo, that guy dribbling the ball. That silhouette thing is actually him. And we found Jerry West, number 44, LA Lakers. Thanks very much. Again, half price day, Savers. I think it's only a few bucks, new with tags. It's a Chrysler Jeep shirt, a bit of a unique one. Didn't pay much, it's only like $3 half price. We're picking that one up. Jordan, I think this is half price day as well. Again, I think it might be a fake, but that's okay. Lakers, LeBron James, nice NBA jersey there, picking that one up for the Lakers. Another Lakers, this one is a Shaquille O'Neal. Only issue with this is it has got a little bit of scuff marks on the back, but Lakers, pretty cool jersey. Banger alert, banger alert. Yes, we have got a player worn, Big Bash, and this is only a few bucks, so we only paid about $3 for this. Hobart Hurricanes from about, I don't know, 4 years ago, I think that design was. And that you had Darcy Short. See there, Darcy Short. It was a year where he just absolutely smacked it. He was smashing every ball for 6. Player worn, got the Short 23 on the back. He now plays for the Adelaide Strikers. Not going as good at the moment, but he was definitely had a really good season. Sydney Kings. This is a Sydney Kings from about, I don't know, 12 years ago. Dante Draper, he was the import. NBL jerseys have improved quite a bit since these were made. They had a bit of a lull couple of years. And we also picked up a Hobart Hurricanes polo. It's a bit bigger than the shirt, so I'm not sure if it's Darcy Short's polo. Again, hard to tell, no name on it. At least the other one's got the name. And they don't have GPS on these BBL jerseys. I think they do these days, but back then they didn't. And we picked up I think it might be a small, it's like a polo, Melbourne Victory Macron, KFC, Melbourne Victory, only a few bucks. And another banger. Interesting story about this. Went into Savers, and there was this guy there, he was buying all this AFL stuff. He had the Hawthorn polo, he had the Gold Coast Suns polo. I think he had a beanie, an AFL beanie of some sort. So he was buying up all the AFL stuff. And he had this jersey. I saw it from a distance and I go, that looks player issue. But then he put it back on the rack, or back on the shelf, back on the pegs, what do you want to call it? And I came along and had a bit of a squeeze at it. And I was like, whoa, that's definitely player issue. And a bit of a unique, it was Gold Coast Suns, which I was first, don't really like the Suns. But this one here, it's a Shanghai game, which I think was played in 2019, correct me if I'm wrong. And this is number 5, saw the number. For some reason in my head I thought, is that Gary Ablett? But then I realised it's not Gary Ablett's number. But we did a bit of investigation into it. It's Jared Harbrough, who played for the Western Bulldogs and then later took some money to go to the Suns. And it's got the GPS tracker in there. Number 5, the Shanghai game. So again, not many of these would have been made. I don't think they would have sold a Shanghai jersey because this game was kind of a bit of a flop. But again, it was a unique item to pick up, and you got to wonder, how does that end up at the thrift shop? Tell me, Jared. And I'm all about finding unique items in the shop. And we found this Heineken hat, like a witch's hat, put up the top there with a bit of covering over the top. Unique, but not for us. We put that back on the old shelf. Some of the toys there, a lot of cars. We don't really do cars. I don't really understand cars. Don't mind cars, but I just don't get them. I don't understand what is worth stuff and not. This was a pretty cool find though. G.I. Joe just put on the pegs, and I came along and he wasn't there for too long. This G.I. Joe police officer, thought it was an old one, but it's just a reproduction, but still pretty cool nonetheless. If you like finding Lego, don't really buy it in the shops because you just don't know there's pieces missing. And again, this would be pretty cool if you just had kids and want to keep them entertained. Nice Ford Lego car, a Dane Swan. Picked these up in the past and they've sold quite well, but unfortunately just couldn't be bothered dealing with too much plush. It's not really my thing, unless it's my thing, which is something really good and I find cool. And I also had another one of these pound puppies. This one was named Hamish. So someone did name him and they obviously sent him off to the dog's home at Savers. And we're not picking up Hamish, unfortunately, today. This is an actual Sonic, an actually listed Sonic, so it's actually Sonic branded Sonic the Hedgehog, but again, just don't do plush. It's not my thing unless it's really, really special. And this was pretty cool. You could actually see the quality as opposed to the fakes. Skylanders, this is like a collector's tin or something similar. $3.50. Guess you can store your Skylanders in there and trade them at school and all that good stuff. I don't know anything about Skylanders. I think this is a Monster High. You can practice your hair, makeup skills or something on this. If you want to like that goth look, this is for you. Which brings us nearly to the end, but we're going to show you the t-shirts. We're going to show you the long sleeve jumpers, jackets, things that keep you warm in winter, which I'm still picking up because I'm planning ahead. And we'll start with the t-shirts. Again, a very cheap one. That's why I picked this up. Just a Bathurst super cheap auto t-shirt. Probably won't get much for that, but we picked it up cheap. The Ramones on the 123 tag. Again, another cheap t-shirt. If I can get 15-20 bucks for these, I'm making just enough profit to buy a few more t-shirts, compounding the buying. This Stussy World Tour 17-18. Apparently this goes okay. This wasn't too bad. Just a World Tour. It has a little bit of a hole in it, unfortunately. I only saw it when I got back, but it's only minor, minuscule. Baltimore Ravens. A lot of NFL stuff is selling for me at the moment. So we picked up this Baltimore Ravens. Just a pretty plain t-shirt. Again, might get 20 bucks for it. Collingwood. They tend to buy a lot, these guys. And this one says, it's in my DNA. Again, not sure you want Collingwood in your DNA. It'd probably be a little bit crazy, I'm imagining. That's what I'm going to say. Next up, we picked up a Newcastle Knights zipper jacket. Nothing too special there. Hopefully someone in Newcastle wants that. Our half price day pickup was this Honda jacket. That's why we picked it up. Honda, long sleeves. Got Honda on the back. That's Honda. We got a snowboard jacket. I know this brand because I had this jacket when I was in New York, or this branded jacket, and at these sessions, and it's quite a thick jacket. This is going to keep you warm, and a lot of this snowboard stuff, skiing stuff goes quite well. Just more of a grey jacket. It's thick. Snowboarders are going to want that when they're doing the luge. I don't know what it's called. RKO, out of nowhere, Randy Orton. We picked up this zipper jacket. It was only a few bucks as well. We got the Viper on the back, got the out of nowhere down the side, and the RKO on the front. Orton, he's a pretty cool guy. White Fox still goes okay. Picked up a hoodie, and it's got that nice embossed writing or lettering on the back, which you want to see. And we also picked up like a starter, I don't know, pullover. I don't know what you call this thing. It's not a jacket. You tell me. I'd say it's like a pullover. I don't know what you listed on eBay. That's all my pickups for the first week of 2025. Hopefully you had a good week as well. Nice to get a couple of play issues to start off the year on a high note. Yes, there's a couple of fakes there, but there's also play issue there. And those fakes will make me money. You can say whatever you want. I'm about making money. I'm not showing you my 90-day revenue and all that. I'm just making the profit. See you in the next one. Good luck with your thrifting.